Bridget, we're going to have you tell us about yourself first. Come on up. Tell us a little bit.
Thank you. I am so honored to speak to you today. I am just so impressed to be surrounded with such energetic women, such intelligent women, and I can't thank you enough for this opportunity. Like elected governor mentioned, I work with a group of women in Zambia, in my country, and these women make very fine baskets. And when I got to know them in 1992, I found out that they were always harassed by the forestry department, and the forestry department would arrest them for harvesting the root that they used to make the baskets. So I intervened and I formed them in cooperatives. And so I went to the forestry and talked to the forestry, and we agreed upon with forestry that I would buy an annual permit to allow the women to harvest the root. And in exchange, I demanded that the forestry come to the village and educate the women on how they could harvest the root in a sustainable way. And I am so proud to do that today the women have learned better ways to harvest the root, and as a result they are able to harvest the root from one plant year after year. And the forestry department has been very happy, and it's created stability to the work of basketry, because this is part of the culture of these women. And it has also enabled them to earn money from the sale of the baskets that I buy direct from them. They use the money to pay for school fees for their children and buy school provisions. And also, as a result of this, it has earned them a voice in their community. They are respected by their husbands and their community. And this is what these women want. They want the respect. They want to live in their land. And then on the other village where I come from, where I was born and raised, we have a river that animals drink from, and as a result, the water has not been clean. So I was able to pay for 2 boreholes that were sunk, and now today the women are able to fetch clean drinking water. And also, as you all know, Africa in general is very stricken with drought. And so, as a result, crops don't do very well. And so I was able to source a drought-tolerant seed and worked with the University of Zambia. And we planted this seed 3 years ago, and we had excellent success. And now today we have a problem with elephants. Elephants have learned that this side they have a bump harvest, and so they are coming to the area. And so to solve this is a very big problem, and to solve it, I temporarily was able to buy firecrackers and supply the village with firecrackers in order to chase the elephants away. I think we all recognize to protect the elephants, and the local people are interested in that, because the elephants, they bring tourism to the country, but there is a need to protect their harvest as well. Women in Africa do 90% of the work. They cultivate the land, they harvest, they feed the families, and so we have to, there is a need to protect all that work, and for elephants to come and eat their 5 months worth of work that is done by hand, it's very painful. And so when I go back in August, I would like to sit with national parks and see that we can put a system in place to stop the elephants from eating their crops. And also on Friday, I was very inspired to watch the documentary and the project the woman Ember Kerr is doing in Malawi. Malawi is a neighboring country to Zambia, and what she is doing is exactly going to solve the issues that we are facing. One of the things that we've done in my village, I have encouraged the women to, apart from the drought-tolerant seed, to plant pumpkins. Pumpkin has a broad leaf, and because of the drought we experience, it helps prevent the evaporation of moisture and water from the ground. And so little things like that, I find that I advocate for the people to try to show them the know-hows, which they don't. And a lot of times, because they live in the villages, they are intimidated to go and seek authority. And when they do, they are always ignored. And for me, I don't leave the office until I get the answers. One of the projects that we are also doing is I have encouraged the people to, the soil is not fertile, as Ember was explaining in her project of planting these trees. But what I have done in my village is we have cattle that we use to plow the fields. So we build the crows which the cattle live in, we build those in the fields, and what happens, it transformed bad soil to incredible fertile soil. And again, little things, and they've come to know that. And I am, thank you very much. This conference has been very inspiring for me to learn of the things that you do, the outreach and your compassion and your sense of humanism to reach out to countries and people that you don't know. I am so humbled. And I would like to close by sharing with you a little song of thanksgiving. In my country, we use the baskets to plant and to harvest. And when we harvest, we thank the spirits of the ancestors for bringing the rain. And I think you are rain bringers. Mezi mezi mulenaka, kamsona shwa mulenaka. Mezi mezi mulenaka, kamsona shwa mulenaka. Eya kamdingili ningli, eya kamtekula mema. Eya kamdingili ningli, eya kamtekula mema.
So we have a certificate for Bridget.
I thought she was going to sing.
Presenting her with the title of the Ruby Award, Helping Women Award for 2010.
And we have this little pretty box. You don't need fuzzy boxes. And inside it is a ruby. It's a pink ruby, and on it it says, Founder Region Ruby Award 2010. Okay, this next award is our Find the Bridget